Alright, so welcome back to Green&Blue Walkthroughs Let's Play of Xcom Enemy Unknown. I am the 9 and we're beating this son of a gun into the ground like pulp. Like pulp from orange juice, we're beating it into the ground. So, and the dastardly Cyberdisc just used his bombard ability, also known as Grenade, and for the first time in the series. In this, and LP series. So I didn't know. I didn't know what I didn't know what I could do. Oh, I guess it's because there were 3 people were next to it and he just had to, for once. Before then, so yeah, that's probably it. So yeah, let's continue of the matter. Is that the golden cover? Yes.
Moving to firing position.
Yes, and for those of you keeping count at home, I used Gupta's 1 med pack on Sunny instead of using Garcia's 3. Yes, to let you guys know before you start crying foul play. Okay, good. Quick save. Nothing's going wrong. Going to be a little bit more careful with the Sunny and keep these 3 apart at all costs. Alright, open the door.
The new one faces a great foe and an equally great disappointment. When their organic form failed to evolve, it was given the strength of a machine, creating this merciless, fearless killer, a fate worse than death.
Okay. So they were simple beings until what I'm calling now is Ethereals, and decided to put them in cyber form, basically just cause. And it's punishment for whatever reason. Alright, so there was a high flacker and a normal flacker. So yeah, they're going through the game. I didn't pay attention to the sectoid ones because I didn't realize it then, but if you didn't realize it, then go ahead. Oh, get him, I dare you, get him. No, I sat there on myself, I shouldn't have done that.
Incoming fire.
Good job dodging, my friend. They've completely cleared the area. Got you, my friend. I'm gonna wait till my rush. I'm gonna just call it rush ability. Till my rush ability gets back. So I really like this level. It's giving a backstory about why the Ethereals are doing stuff. Why the Ethereals did what they did. And also it's a pretty cool level showing you all the enemies and how much you can freaking murderize them with your high level stuff.
Hunt them down.
normal flankers.
Enemy spotted.
Got you.
Nailed him.
That's why I put him there, because he can get the shot from anywhere. Oh, yeah. That definitely called for an oh, yeah. A prolonged one. Putting you there instead of over there, because there's very more light on the door. I'm going to move the chosen one up. You know.
I'm under fire.
A curious endeavor. The search for the gift in the most unsavory of beings. They were little more than insects when their uplift began, and in their failure became the most dangerous of predators. Incapable of direction, understanding, they were deemed fit only to breed and die.
I want to take control of these people, because they're...
I'm with you now.
Alright, so I'm suspecting that the Ethereals go from world to world, sentient to sentient life, for the seemingly only reason to find people who have psionic abilities like them. And to fight off their invasion in the case of this game. Again, for those of you asking, this was not in the first game. The first game, since I can say spoiler alert, since we're here, in the first game, basically you teched up. There was no real story, just picked up from the descriptions and
Taken
stuff.
care of.
And what you picked up from the descriptions basically led you to the end, which the end was you go to Mars, you go to a crater where, with some of you might know, some of you may remember that in olden days, in the 80s, when the first Mars satellites took a picture of a face, and that's basically what, a face in pyramids. That's basically what they're getting at, what they got at beginning of this game. And you're dead. I mean, what they got at the original game, what they ended up doing for the base, for the outside of the base, looked pretty sweet in a funny way. So I suggest going to the UFOpedia, also known as put in Xcom wiki in it. You pretty much get this, pretty much get what you need. And if you put in Mars, that you get.
With success so close at hand, we witness the fruits of our endeavor.
These guys have humongous moves. Yeah, in the original game, you basically don't manage to go destroy their base, but in this remake, alright, so I was talking to me, so basically, in this remake, from what I understand, they're remaking the entire series, and possibly they're going up from there. Basically, they were making Terror of the Deep, which was the second game where you fought USOs, also known as unidentified submerged objects, also known as UFO submarine type things. And I won't keep talking until I'm done talking. UFO type things, and in the third game, it's basically they started running out of ideas, so they basically had a dome city on it. Basically, it was a dystopian future where after the events of the second game, something did something to which the Earth now is flooded with toxins, so they had to make domes, and in the domes, the audience figured out how to make rifts with those rifts, thus equaling the third invasion of Earth. Which they're coming instead of using UFOs, which by that time they fully understand UFOs, how they work, and they already had colonies. Space colonies in space, on different solar systems, actually. So the likelihood of them actually following that storyline is pretty much down in dumpster right now. Down in dumpster. Because like I said, the first game did not have the cool cutscenes, which them celebrating the win of the shooting down the first UFO, like how NASA celebrates its wins about landing stuff on planets, things like landing on Mars, how they celebrate that win. The win about killing the commander. Yeah, those cutscenes weren't in the original game. There were no real cutscenes in the original game except for the intro. So because it came out on DOS, so you can't really blame them. They didn't have the room. So so the likelihood of them actually following that storyline now, they can follow the general. They can follow the general line, but they can't follow it exactly as they did it originally. Which is basically because there is no Mars. Or at least, there's no Mars base. There could still be the Iridian on Mars, not the Iridian one. Whatever this stuff is called. The blue, saying it's blue, it's probably yellow actually. The crystals that run alien stuff, but that's probably on Mars. And spoiler. Now, if you're brave, and I'm saying spoiler for those who don't want to get spoiled about the older games because they want to go back and play the older games for whatever reason, or if they don't want to get spoiled about the newer games and what the general storyline of Xcom is. But if you do want to get spoiled, and I'm warning you, if you do want to get spoiled, go to the UFOpedia and type in timeline, and basically bring you up all the timelines and basically give you the information I got. And I'm just talking to you about right now. So I'm definitely talking about the timer. So thanks for watching. Please leave a comment telling me what you liked and what you didn't like. Stuff about stuff like that. Stuff like that. I'm actually going to go eat right now, so I'm going to take a break. Don't worry about me. And like video, dislike video helps people when they're switching to videos. And I guess see you in a second.